What's going on, guys? Let's just get straight to it. Top 5 cheapies for the spring of 2022. I will be doing another video like this, but number 1, DUNHILL's London. So if you like fruity, vanilla, sweet powdery fragrances, this is one that you're going to want to look into. So it's sweet from the vanilla. The red apple does add a little bit of sweetness to it, but also that tonka bean. Throw in some musk, some sandalwood, and a little bit of rose, and voila. This is actually a playful fragrance that has a bit of a classy gentleman vibe to it. I find that the rose, and it's not overly rosy, nor is it overly powdery. There is a little bit of a powdery undertone to it. I do find that it's a playful, classy kind of fragrance that's perfect for like day-to-day casual. It's good for school. It's not really a high school student, but a university, yes. This might resonate a little bit more with the older crowd as it came out in like 2006 to 2008, so right around there. This is a great scent for someone who is a Gen Xer, just like an everyday fragrance that you could wear like this to the office and just like a casual night out. Longevity, 6 to 8 hours. Fragrance number 2 is more of a sweeter fragrance, just like this one here, but it's not as classy, and I do think that this is a great scent for the younger demographics, but AZZARO's SOLARISSIMO FAVIGNANA. Now I know that I more than likely mispronounced that, but this has sugar. It's got rum, ginger, vanilla, amber, and woods. This is just a very sweet, boozy, woody, ambery scent that's sweet once again. Oh yeah, this is definitely... This is not one of my favorites from this brand nor this line. There's actually 2 other fragrances that are from the Solarissimo line. You have the Lavanza, which is my personal favorite, and you also have the Maritimo, which is actually not a bad fragrance. I kind of said that it was kind of like, you know, kind of like redundant. It's actually kind of solid. It's better than this one, but this is more of a student fragrance. It's a casual night out as well. So this is not really a work scent unless you work in a restaurant, a bar, a strip club, that sort of bit. But if you're a young person working in a strip club, I don't know. If you're working as a bouncer, sure, but this is not really like a professional office fragrance. This is just sweet, fun, boozy, and yeah, this one can definitely be overcloying if you overapply. So I'd say no more than 3 sprays, and longevity off this is going to be 6 to 8 hours as well. Fragrance number 3, let's stick to the brand of AZZARO, and it's going to be Chrome Pure. This is a very fresh fragrance. I love fresh fragrances, but this can be a little bit too over the top fresh for me, which really says something. Again, this wasn't one of my favorites from AZZARO. Like, these 2 fragrances really weren't my favorites, but they are of good quality. Like, for what you're paying, there's gonna be people that really do like this one. And this one does project quite heavily. Like, there's sea notes or seawater, there's orange blossom, citruses, tonka, akagala wood, and I believe that there's also a little bit of musk to this one here. This is fresh. It's a little aquatic. You're gonna get that mandarin or that citrus, a little bit musky towards the base, and it can be a little sweet with that tonka bean as well. It's great for just everyday casual school. I do think if you watch your applications that it's all right for the office, and it's just a great white t-shirt and jeans kind of scent, really. And even though it says pure and it kind of has that daytime vibe, you could really rock this in the evening as well, because I do find with that orange blossom and that tonka bean, it does add a little bit of a playfulness to it that would actually make it a really solid date night fragrance as well. Longevity, 7 to 9 hours on this one. Fragrance number 4, Jaguar Pace Accelerate. If you like spicy, woody fragrances, this is one that you're truly gonna like. It has warm spices of pepper, nutmeg, cardamom. It's got juniper berries, vetiver, woods, and I think that there's maybe maybe some jasmine, but I don't really get jasmine all that much if it's there. It's just a very woody, spicy scent. This is a bit of a man's fragrance. Longevity off me is really good. I get 8 to 10 hours. Some people have stated that they only get 6 to 7 hours. So again, if you buy this one, it's only going to cost you anywhere from $17 to $21 Canadian. It's not an expensive buy. So if it doesn't work for you, you're not really losing your money all that much. But this is a fragrance that you could dress down to dressing it up. I find like daytime, nighttime. It's a great office fragrance, so if you have to work in an office with a suit and tie, great with it. This will go great with a leather jacket as well. So number 4, Jaguar Pace Accelerate. Fragrance number 5 is my favorite in this list, but that's going to be Mercedes-Benz Man Grey. I stated this in my actual review, that the cap is a little bit hard to come off, but I also stated that this comes across as a bit of a dad fragrance. This has a little bit more of a mature, older vibe. If you're someone in their 20s who has an older soul, I think that you can rock this, no problem. But this just has like amberwood, it's got musk, gurgin balsam, which adds a bit of a resinous balsamic feel, but you're also going to get ambroxan and olibanum. So this does have a little bit more of a mature vibe to it. It's a very signature scent, worthy scent for an older guy. This is not a fragrance for when it becomes warmer in like late April or May, depending on what part of the world you're at. This is like the transition from winter to spring. It's perfect for late February, March, and also cooler April. Alright, this just has a bit of a dad's vibe, very signature scent worthy. It's classy. It does smell like you have to have a little bit of life experience to kind of like really pull it off. But overall, this is one of my favorites from the brand of Mercedes that I smelled so far. Longevity off this one here is going to be 7 to 8 hours. Guys, that's it. I just gave you 5 great spring cheapies for 2022. If you want to see other spring cheapies, check out this side here. And before you go, please make sure to give me one of these, as I really would appreciate it. I thank you for your time. Take care, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching, everyone.